Okay, we are ready, or we can begin now, Anna.
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
hello everybody. Welcome to this course. We plan to do it today. We have not too much time, about two hours to talk about, to touch a little bit world of digital art, but I hope we will do something that can be useful for you. So to present myself, I'm Almir Mazalovic. I'm graduated graphic designer. I'm owner and founder of the design studio Undo Design. For more than 30 years, I've been working in project in graphic design sector, from designing communications media to creating marketing campaigns, both in commercials and social, and as well as environmental protection sector for numerous corporations, IT companies, and non-governmental organizations. And that's a little bit about me. If you want to see my work and then what I've been doing through those years, you can see it, as you can see on screen, my website, and you can you can if you want, you can look of it on it. And but let's I think we should start to speak about a little bit, as I said before. In this short time we have available, I think it's useful to cover two ways of creating digital artwork. This would be like, first of all, I don't know how much of you, who of you know already something and don't know. So it's a little bit complicated to understand how much you know about that. Maybe you are beginners, maybe you are professionals, maybe you are, I don't know, because I don't know you. So in this short time, we will focus more on technical specification, more than artistic one. Let's say, as maybe some of you are doing traditional techniques, art techniques, like watercolor, oil, fresco, I don't know. But the same thing, those classic, let's say, classic art techniques has its own rules. The world of digital art has its own rules itself, and techniques that need to be known in order to obtain a quality work. So, as I said before, I think it's useful to cover two ways of creating digital artwork. One will be a vector and the other raster image processing. As Just to open my presentation, we can begin like this. What is digital art? By itself, digital artwork is created using digital technology, either as a tool within the creative process or the final presentation of the work. This broad category include wide range of mediums, such as digital drawings, like digital paintings, digital illustrations, even 3D digital art. I will show you some examples. Or digital photo manipulation, like digital photo collage. Uh, what We have some five characteristics of digital art that is different from classic art. It's the duplicability. It means that we can make copies, we can share it, we can do it whatever we want with our digital art without losing it its quality. So the other one is interactivity. We can interact and participate in that artwork. Maybe some of you was in some of, I hope you visited some modern art galleries and museums, and you have experienced that way of interactivity. The other is network ability. We can share it, we can drop it, we can do it, we can collaborate on it. The other variability, we can, it means that it has tendency to shift or change. Compositeness also. Compositeness means that we can combining multiple distinct visual elements such as images, styles, perspective from different sources into a single, let's say, cohesive and often surreal artwork. Like an example, as I said, interactivity. If we can see example, the artist did this, the artwork, and visitors can participate in it. So it seems simple and but it needs a much of effort to do that kind of things. Or for example, this one. It, so it combines graphic design, video art, virtual reality, everything. It's. I'm showing you the let's say really high art. Let's say in some from some museums, like an example. So you need to reach a lot of experience to reach that this level. And as I said before, we will touch two parts of technical knowledge to create some digital artwork. Let's say the first one will be creating digital art in vector format. I don't know if some of you heard about that, but I will explain for those who aren't. So the vector image format use mathematical formulas, points, lines, curves to create an image. It's allowed to be scaled to any size. It means that we can do it on small formats like 2 by 2 centimeters or 20 by 20 meters without losing quality. Unlike a raster image that we will speak after, raster images doesn't allow us to do that kind of thing, but it allows us to do something else that we speak after. Before if we choose to do something in vector formats, first of all, we need to choose which software we will use. There is a plenty of softwares applications that we can use for creating arts in vector format. The first one, and let's say that most professionals are using, is Adobe Illustrator. Adobe Illustrator is, as I said, professional software. Here's one example, and here is one example of that's my artwork of vector in vector format. The other one we can see you can use affinity that it's I just found it on web, like you can see it, and it's really similar with Adobe Illustrator, but it's I don't know whatever who needs to know, it's depend of your choice. After that, we can use Inkscape, Corel Draw that I used to I use it before, but now less and less after, because Adobe package that it's useful to that I'm using is because you can combine different application by themselves. Like you can animate, you can export in one of from one to another. Like I will show you the example of. First of all, I will show you my last exhibition just to begin to get familiar. Where I put it here, art. Like all of those works, it's not that I'm doing to present myself, but that's good nice examples. Like all of those work I've been made in vector format in Illustrator. So like it's 15 artworks, and it's done like exhibition from in big formats, and all of those are printed. I will show you in which way they were printing. But before, as I said, compositeness, that you can use all of those elements, as you see here, you can use in other formats or what you want to do, depend what you want to do. For example, it was designed first ready for print. After that, I needed to prepare it for exhibition. There is, I don't know, is it no? I need to prepare a poster for the exhibition, and I put all of those elements. I can combine everything. I can use. That's why the vector format is really grateful for use in digital art. After that, I have a projection on. You can see I can use all of those elements just to make some animation, like you see here. And now you didn't see exhibition, but all of those elements are taken from different parts of images before. And now those are those artworks printed on, I don't know in English that material that was, I will not, but they are large formats, let's say, and the quality isn't lost. The quality is high, and everything I drew on screen was printed on those panels. As I said, we will not speak about art forms, and that girl was just practicing it. It wasn't part of the exhibition. So that's, as I said, I just wanted to show you what does it mean compositeness, that you can use all of those elements here to combine it in different forms. Uh, and for example, this one. So I can choose this and move it here, this one, and I can make animation, for example, from this one. And that's a thing that you can easily transform it in other formats. It is a little bit heavy, so and things that I just want to show you is what are two methods for doing digital artwork in vector format. First one is this one, that you draw elements by your own hand, by your own directly, or Wacom tablets or iPad, I don't know, with the pen that you draw that. This one I draw with mouse and draw everything on computer on screen. And like, just a second. So it will be like drawing from scratch. This is that way that you can see on the screen. You can use pen tool to create paths, and after that use Bezier curves. I will show you what they are. Maybe some of you know. It's really, for me, I don't know. As I said before, I don't know how much you know and how much you don't know. And after that, you can use basic shapes, squares, rectangles, and the others. When you make rough design, you can refine with nodes, use that direct selection tool, or move anchors and everything. The other method is converting your own sketch, you drawn by your own head. Like I have example here, simple example. I don't know, you see that boy, like it's simple drawing on paper. And if I and that's a final work. That's some illustration for kids, poems or something. But you can do it like this is that boy from paper. So that this is the other way of doing. So it's simple. You can take a photo or scan it, import it in Adobe document, and do the image trace of that sketch, and after that manipulate with that. So this is one, and and the other is draw from scratch. I don't know which one we will choose to explain a little bit. So that's a way of creating of workflow. The other one is adding colors and textures. The other the last one will be exporting your artwork. So the first one we will choose software we want to use. The other one is creating a workflow what is more convenient to us. Uh, this one, let's begin, let's say, with this. So, excuse me, because I don't know how much of you is seeing or if anybody want to ask something before this one, or I was maybe confusing or something. If you want to ask something, please do. Because I don't have any response from you, so I don't know that you even hear, I even hear you. If not, let's say, uh, the first thing will be if we open a new file. Let's say we use Adobe Illustrator and we want to draw this one. We want to draw this illustration, this small artwork here. That's our idea. And how to get to this one is like we will open new file. When we open new file, we have this dialog box. Like we should think what the first thing, the dimension of artwork. For now, it isn't so much important for us how much it is big. For example, the work art that I did before, I did it scalable. That's also the beauty of vector artwork. You can do it on small, just to save process work of computer and everything. You don't need to do it. My artwork was 1 meter, what 2 meter and a half. That one that you see before, like 2 meters with meter and a half. It was big. I don't know to put here. Here is the dimension on the work of the artwork. I can put it just like. Scalable. Like if it's 2 meters, I will put it 20 centimeters. I will not lose any quality if I do it on small format, small dimension. The only thing is that I will save resources of my computer. If I do it on 2 meters, I can do it easily, like 200 millimeters and 150. No, that will be 2000. And this one is our format from 2 meters with meter and a half. But I don't need that. If I do any effect of for example, this square, it will slow down my computer and just second. Let's say this one is the blue square. And if I put some effects or some other things on it, it's really hard. It's using too much resources from computer that it's getting us slow and so I don't need so big documents to do it. It's a little, this Zoom is making me. I don't need that. So I will have normal A4 paper. After that, if I want to beat like 20 meters with 10 meters, it can be scalable without losing any quality of it, as I said. So I will use just ordinary A4. So here's the width, height, orientation, artboards. Here I need just one artboards. Bleed. Bleed, you use it if you put that format in a print company to print it, and it's you use us for it's useful for cutting the edges of let's put also bleed. And this is the very important thing before you begin to work. If you intend your work to be for print, you should stay patient with these factors. So we can use, as we say, SMIC color, or if we use it like on for screen, we can choose RGB color. But I always use this kind of color mode because it's easily to transform it in RGB format for screens. So I hope you know that SMIC is used for print because it's cyan, magenta, yellow, and K is for black. The printer use that color mode because they have to put all of those color to spray it on the paper, let's say. And if you prepare that document in that color mode, it would be perfect for printing. Also, raster effects. We can choose 300, 150 or screen. As you can see, screen is 72 dpi, but I want much quality for that. After, if I want it for screen, I can easily reduct the with exporting, as we will do it at the end of that. So now for my print work, that's ideal to put SMIC color and high raster effects like 300 dpi. So we have our dimension, our bleed, and color mode and raster effects, and I create. This is a A4 paper, and now I will put my drawing in on that paper, just to. This is the scan, I think, or I think this is a scan, not photo. It's too large. I should a little bit make it more to fit on paper. And it's not embedded. Embedded seems that it's not a part of image, it's not flattened. Because this is JPEG, if I want to do something with this is the useful thing that I used to speak before. You can combine Adobe Photoshop with Adobe Illustrator. How? If I not embed this image, I wanted more contrast, more something to edit the photo. You agree that this is a photo, even it is black and white, but this is the photo. Example: if I open that with excuse me for where it is. I want to open in Photoshop. And I don't know, I want to be a little bit more contrast, more bright, or less bright. If I do that correction in Photoshop and I save it in Photoshop, this is raster. We will talk about that later. But I just want to show you connection between Adobe Photoshop and that is editing raster images and the connection with the Illustrator that work with vector formats. So when I come back to Illustrator, he asked me some files are missing or modified. He knows that I modified that in Photoshop. That is the beauty that if you edit the things in Photoshop and save it, you don't need to import it again. You just put it, open it, and he asked you, would you like to update them? I said yes. It updated. We couldn't see it. It's not too much change because I don't want to make change to do it the other thing. But if I'm satisfied with that, I embed the image. So this is not, it is not yet vector. It is raster image. But to make it, my drawing that I made by hand, it's not perfect because I didn't, I know that I will do it more editing in Illustrator. So I did that and I do this one that is tracing, image tracing. That's a method that I said before, converting to a sketch, auto tracing. That's one method. The other method is, as you remember, to draw directly. So when I image trace this object, probably you didn't see what happened, and let's say I'm satisfied with that. I do expand, and as you can see, a lot of little dots and things. This is now converted in vector formats shapes. And you can do with that whatever you want to do, painting, modifying, uh, let's say, let's see, fit in artboard. Here we cannot see. Example, I want to, this is a grouped object. If I click with right ungroup and delete this one, it remains this. So that t-shirt I can color. Pants I can color. Hand, I don't know. Now I'm not doing the art thing. So it's ungrouped. Now I do the group and put on my paper. And now I can do everything I want to do. What's happened here? It's important for you to know if you want to save time and energy and everything. I do it for purpose, not perfect. This example. Why? As you can see, the head. I cannot color the head but the T-shirt I colored because those lines around T-shirt was closed, and I have here the shape of T-shirt. So it's important in this drawing you draw with your hand to really draw full, maybe first with pencil, after that with something heavier to close all lines. Here the open line and here is open. So when I deleted the white board before, it deleted also the head. So if you want to use this method, try to do the drawing really with high contrast and by pen, not with pencil, as I did it here before. So when I do this one, I have to correct. You see that this is duplicability. I can do. You see, I need to draw inside of the head this one. The t-shirts I didn't because it was the shape was closed. The pants also, and the head I had to draw it. So in this in this one, I simply need to draw the face because I made mistake before. I didn't draw it by hand uh, 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 as I should do it. So it my I have to do additional work. So I use the pencil tool and draw easily on that line. But this time I try to close all. I hope you see that shape. That will be a face. So now I can color it. I don't know now. Let's use this one. To do that, I do object, arrange, send to back. And now, let's say it's not high art, it's not anything, it's just technique of how it's doing. As I said before, the Bezier curves, you can do it. I made the shape of his face, but I'm not satisfied with this one, and I don't want to do that. Maybe I can, but here I have also a problem. But let's say for this one, it's good for me. So I can use direct selection tool and that point move it a little bit. This one move close all of points to get shape done as that's a thing that often happens. So for example, this one. This is the Bezier school. If you read somewhere or look at YouTube tutorials, you will know what they are, and you make corrections here. So you see the ear was closed shape, and I have my ear one of the ear I can easily color it with. But if I don't have closed shape, I cannot. I need to do it. Let's move it. Let's move it on paper. Oh, I don't know what's happened. It's something. So I need to do everything of. I just want to show you how much elements you have. Face. I also need to do the hand because my hand it wasn't draw well the preparation, I didn't do well, as I said to you. So everything is parts of that. And doesn't matter how small it is. When we will speak about raster composition, uh, as I said before, the quality of that drawing, if I go deep inside to see, you can zoom it whatever you want. The color, the everything, the quality will be the same. You will not lose your quality. Instead of raster, that happened something else. So I don't know if I'm going fast or for you is I just need to know to have some feedback from you if somebody want to ask something. Or just tell me you are confusing and I will or repeat something I don't know. So this is the basic elements that you draw from when you're converting from scratch, when you're tracing image. After that, you can use, refining something, adding. If you see here, I will ungroup it. You know, I put this one on that. There is a lot of layers that I use to make more artistic effects on my drawing. This is the also hills. You can. That's a thing just that I want to show you that is possible to combine it. It's take times. Yes, it's not it's the same thing. The people think that digital art is more convenient. You can use AI tools and it do it for you, but I don't know. I use it sometimes for some things, but usually it is that step by step work. If you are an artist, if you just want to put things fast and easily, you can use it. I don't know what thing you want to do. For example, this one isn't tracing. As I said before, that was drawing. Let's say I take this one, and you see here, I I literally draw with the mouse, and now I can do it with pencil, with brush, with the pen tool. There is different ways to do it. I don't know, but at the beginning, I do the rough drawing, not like that before that I scan and put to curves, trace it, but I do it like this, the first. Like now, I don't have a time. It really needs to be concentrated and to have will to do it. And let's say I draw the shirt, and now I want to take the same with the eyedropper too. I want to take this pattern, and after that, with the pen, make a hand. You can try it if you have Illustrator or something. So that's the thing. I just want to lose time to draw now. But you can use for drawing, directly drawing, you can use pencil tool, paintbrush tool, and pen tool. Pen tool, it's going. Let's say we want to copy something. If you have drawing like where it is, our boy. And I want to copy over my drawing. First of all, I will lock it. Object lock. So I don't want to show you everything because this is not the training of how to use an illustrator. You can you can do it easily with tutorials. You can see it, but just to see what its basic techniques that what it's used for, because this is the basic training. I'm sorry if somebody of you already know that, but what what can we do? And now, for example, I want to do with the pen. Let's say I choose my color just to see. Aish, I want to zoom it, and I easily going to copy over it, not to have a problem with that open lines. I just want to do it. This is practically copying the things, nothing. Let's say if you want to be authentic, to not copy about the other things is other work. You can copy your own work to make it digital. This one is not digital. We scan it and we can copy over it. And when I did that, let's say I want to color it in some color, I don't know, green, and put, and now I delete this one. Because I lock it, object unlock, and if I delete one, this one, it remain green. So for that tracing, drawing from scratch or whatever you want to do, you use those. You have it also in all of those affinity, Inkscape. You have the same tools here, a little bit different, but the the thing is the same. Just it depends where it stay, the shape of icon, but the process is the same. Ink shape, Corel Draw, do the same thing. But now we cannot do the course of drawing on just to show you vector formats and the basic format that we use for in digital art. The other thing that it's interesting, that could be interesting for you, it's if we speak about tracing, let's say fit all, we will what can we do if we use, let's say, good quality photo. I want to use this one, this handsome guy. It's too big, but it's good quality of, let's say, photo. and I do the image trace. Let's see what's happened. Now it's not anymore. It's not. This one is JPEG photo, raster photo. When I do the image trace, it converted to vector format. To see what's happened, I do expand, and you see it's completely different. And I don't know, I can put this one. You can do whatever you want. Yeah, and after that, you can, on the photo, I cannot do any change. Here, I can take one of those, I don't know, make some wings or make him like corns or something. In few steps you can do, with vectors are really grateful for that manipulation. And you can do it easily with that, what's the name of it, tracing. The other thing is, yeah, painting. As you see, you can use here predefined color palettes. You can here, it's the same in all softwares you want to use. There is a plenty of those uh, 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 swatches that you can use. Or if you have specific color by formula, like this one, if you click this color picker, that is important also, is, as you remember, we choose at the beginning our cyan, magenta, yellow, K. That means that you have cyan 15% in this color, this red color. You have 15%. It's a mix of color that printer needs to know how much to put. So when you print, you press print, printer literally put 15% of cyan, let's say blue, magenta, 100%, yellow, 90, and black 10. This one is formula of that specific color. If you move it here, you can see that those formulas are changing. Here we can. Yeah, I suppose you already did it in, I don't know, it's some more in Canva. I know that younger people use Canva. It's also vector, but it's the same thing. But this is the thing about color, where somebody say to you, I have blue. What does it mean, blue? It mean this one blue or this one? But if I have formula for that, this blue is 95, 9200. That's one I want to know. If you use for web, this is the formula, hashtag hexabinary formula for color. This is RGB that we need if we do it for screen. Why we miss K black if we do it for screen? Because screen is for screen. The black thing is no electricity. It's dark. There is no light in it. But in print formats, you need to have black to print it literally on paper. On screen, you just switch off one of electric things in screen. So this is our blue. I will do it blue. And the other thing, if you use, but this is the mainly things that cover vector formats. I don't know if you catch it or not, but so this one, if I want to see, I don't know if it's natural dimensions, let's say action, no, artboard. This is artboard. I want to see the dimension. And you see here, the dimension of that artboard is 20 by 13 centimeters. But I print it on 2 meters with meter and 30 centimeters with the same quality. That's the beauty of vector. So that will be thing that cover vector formats. So the other thing that is interesting, we do it for print, but we wanted to put it on, I don't know, on Instagram, on Facebook, on social network, on website. For example, here, as I as I have here, this is JPEG. I don't want it to put it on in vector, and I want to put it in small to not to be so heavy. So I wanted to upload it easily to and fast. So what should I do with this one if I want to let's put the guy here. I don't know where what doesn't matter. I just want to export this one for my website. This one here, I want, but before, if I want to just to save it and I want to export it for web, Illustrator offers us file, export, save for web. And he offers us, we want to use JPEG, PNG, GIF. I choose JPEG quality maximum, 100% maximum. I want 1000. Clip to artboard. And when I save it, I got save and I put it on my desktop. So what's the difference between that exported, where it is? This is the exported file. And its weight, get info, is 774 kilobytes. So I can use it for website easily. But this one, if I go and see how uh, 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 it's 12 megabytes. This one, the other one, is 112 megabytes. It's really too heavy. And so you can export it from here for web and you can print it. And if you want to send to print this work, as I did it before, it's convenient for you to do it like save it like PDF because you don't know that print company has that they can open it. Maybe they don't use Illustrator. I can use first of all I can save it, save as, and I have possibilities. Apps. I don't use it. Adobe PDF, SVG, all of those are vector formats. Usually, for when I send it to print, I use PDF I save it, and I use high quality print here on drop down. Before saving, I do one other thing. I do trim marks, color bars, and registration marks. And also I use document bleed settings. That's a bleed. When they print it, and I want that the cutter just cut it here. That's the safe zone. So now I can save. And when I save it, here is our PDF file for print. And that's the look of professional exported file for print. They know where to cut it. This is color bar that the printer can measure it, the gradient, the all things that they want to know, and you can see cyan, magenta, yellow combination between colors that the print company like this 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 format, PDF exported like this. So that will be all about that, about vector formats. I don't know how much time we have, but I want to show you if we can continue to finish before, or you want to make a break. I don't know.
Excuse me, you can also make an example in Canva. It's possible to
And
see.
listen, Canva, I don't use Canva.
Okay, because we are using Canva every day. That's why I asking if it's
And
possible.
yeah, it is, because I don't have it in store. I usually don't use it because it's the same, depending what kind of thing. If I can show it to you here. It doesn't matter which software you use. It is thing about you know, I don't even want to explain you. We don't have a time to explain all of those things that Illustrator doing. I'm just speaking about formats, about basic of what is vector format, what will be
Okay.
raster. I'm sorry for that.
No
Be-
problem. It's wonderful, but we make some magazine each month, and we need to use Canva and to make covers for the magazine. That's why it's very interesting for me. But we use Canva. That's the problem. We don't have another software for the magazines.
Okay, but the principle is the same. I understand you. What are you talking about? Because some of my colleagues using Canva send me in Canva. I open it in Illustrator, or some printing company use Corel Draw. It doesn't matter which one you are using. It's principally are the same. I
Okay.
know when you use it when I get, for example, this girl, I get it from you. I know that you did it in vector. I know, maybe you call it different, points, shapes of icons or something. But I know what you are talking about. But that's a principle of. And tell me, you are going to print those magazines.
Yes, we also have one copy, maybe a few copies printing, and also it's available online.
Yeah. I understand that. You print, and after that, yeah, you can export it as I
Yes.
show you before. In Canva exists. Canva is made for online distribution. I know that. But the main thematic of this course is that, because in 2 hours you cannot cover, to show even
Yes,
this
of
one
course.
that I'm expert, in Canva but you are using Canva, I suppose, usually.
Yes. Yes.
You are already familiar. Are
Yes,
you
yes.
using it in vectors or in
No, no, no. We don't use vector. That's why it's very interesting for me what you explained here today.
Yeah. Uh, I don't know. I can show you now. I'm thinking how to just to see what I have here. Like, and you see here, I did all of those publications, but all of those I did it in vectors, in Illustrator, and this one, for example, magazine, as you said.
Okay, yes.
And now that's completely different course, and to do layout design of magazine of we should touch colors, typography, everything. I suppose that we don't have too much time, to think to speak about uh, typography, colors, proportions, and everything. That's a little bit too too much. We don't have a time. But
Yes,
all of
maybe next
those, I
time
did it.
it
I
will be wonderful to explain that part.
Thank you. I hope it was useful. So if you can use something, you can easily do the same thing in Canva if you already do it. Those are the same.
Okay.
And now I think let's try to speak about raster and Photoshop, and
Thank you very much.
maybe it will be covered
Yes,
something
thank you.
similar for you. Thank you for asking.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I will close this one. So we don't need, and I don't want to use resources. And you see too many effects, too many. It's already heavy to just to prepare for this one. I don't need. And creating art in raster formats is about playing pixels. This one it's working with pixels. I hope you know the pixels. Everybody are talking how much pixels, pixel. But unlike vectors, raster images are composed of grid of color square. The same thing. Photoshop, Procreate, Krita, GIMP, probably Canva use it. You can use it in Canva. But what does it mean, grid of colored square? If I open Photoshop and I open one high resolution, when we speak about high resolution, people usually think that it's like a dimension, how much pixel HD format, 1920 by 1080. But the resolution, like high resolution, if we go inside that raster image, you remember that in vector image we can go I don't know how to explain, deep inside the color. There is no difference. But now when we go inside and we zoom it, really large scale of zoom, we arrive on this one. Those are pixels. And as it's high quality image, the resolution of this image is 300 pixels by inch. It doesn't mean pixels by square inch. It means 300 pixels by 1 inch by line, you know. And you see that to arrive uh, 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 to see all of that grid, I need to zoom it like 3,200% of that. But if we use low, this is one high, low. This is low resolution, and I don't need to zoom it 3,200. It's 6,000, and I arrive to pixel. Pixel, we cannot change like in vector. I cannot use direct selection tool or move this one. This one is fixed, and this one you cannot do anything about that. So if you want to do for art high quality beside vector, high quality, you always need to choose high resolution images. So if I go to, let's say, fit on screen, this one, if I go to see information about that, and again, this is Photoshop. We cannot, in 2 hours to pass Photoshop, Illustrator, and everything. Just the basic about types of images and how you can manipulate. You can manipulate in every software you want, but most people don't know those things. Those are basics. And if I want to see image size, here I can see that dimensions are in pixels, this one. Original size is that we are looking on. If we printed, this is 62 by 41 centimeters, and resolution is 300 pixels per inch, as I said, by inch line. So if you get this kind of photo, especially like in your example, you are making layout for magazine, I advised you to first, before manipulation, to choose high quality and to go to info and find how much pixels you have. If you have low, if I go here, image size on that parrot, it is 72. So it is not too much quality of that image. So the view fit on screen, it's important for screen. It's not too much importance how much pixels we have inside. Because on screen we cannot see those details, and the quality of print is different than screen. On screen, our eyes, our human physiognomy cannot see the difference between 300 and 700 on screen, 72, 200 pixel. But on print, it's important to have this one, high quality. So we will have nice presentation, nice print. So if we use that, know that we can, I don't know, Photoshop or Canva or everything else. You can make different similar pictures or digital arts, like whatever you want. I prefer doing my way of work is to do collage on with raster images and drawings with vector images, because if I want to do collage, I want to manipulate with the photos, making some cuts. I don't know, like this one. I don't want to enter in matter of meaning of this this artwork, but I just want to show you because I don't see from Zoom. I need to move. And if you can see this image, this presentation here is made like, you see how much layers you have. The beauty of Photoshop are layers, and you can manipulate, but every one of those elements are presented in one layer. Layers, I don't know how much of you know that, but it's literally like bunch of papers, and all of them one above each other, and like they are transparent, and you can do, for example, I don't know, and now I was lazy and I didn't rename it, but this one is one layer. This one is layer below that. This one is another one. And this one I didn't want to show, but I don't know why, but let's say this one is that. The last one here is the last layer, the lower layer. This one is one that I copied before, and every element of that you can cut, you can do it in Photoshop is for that. For example, if I want to do, and I want to cut this leaf, I will, I have numerous possibilities for that. I don't know, with the magic wand tool, and if I'm not satisfied with that, I can do it with the, I usually do it by, I know that there is a plenty of online tools that remove. For example, here I want to remove the background. And I know that you are using, you put it on online and remove it background. And after that, you uploaded that without background, as I know. But depend what you do you want to do. If you want to do it, post for Instagram, it's okay. But if you want to do it for print, collage, imagine big, I don't know, B2 poster collage with parts of photo. You cannot do it with that kind of that. So I usually do it, believe it or not, manually. Even with magic wand tool, I'm not satisfied, because if I put tolerance, I choose this, I select the background, I put new layer, put below, and I selected background, and I delete it. And I have also that screen here. I want to, and you know what's happened? Happened that it selected the part of my leaves. I don't want that. And there is always something that's happened with that fast solution, as we say, fast solution. I just want to do it. You cannot do quality work with fast. So, or I do it like this, believe it or not, but if I want quality, I do it manually. I select everything by this selection tool. I don't now want to do it whole time because we don't have a time. I do it like just to show you. And now I want this one to copy on this artwork. And it put it somewhere in the middle. I don't want in the middle, I want it to in the middle of those layers. There is a lot of them. Sometimes it makes you headache really so it's good to rename it. Always, it's easier in after work when you work and I see leaf, I know what